Oh my God. So, all right, what's going on, guys? It's Austin. I'm down 500 today in my TCP account, and I, uh, check this out, guys. I have really no words for this. So if I log into Finamark, because in NinjaTrader it says I'm down 505, right? Here it says I'm down 505. I only took 2 trades, but it doesn't show any commissions. It doesn't show any fees that are involved. Versus if I log into Finamark, I remember I was trading before, and it does show me the fees. So check this out. It says I'm down 549 and 44 cents. I'm pretty sure the daily loss limit for the TCP is 550. So I guess technically I don't have to reset because I missed the daily loss limit by 56 cents. That is insane. If that is the case, that's insane. I was not really thinking about the commissions, honestly, because again, it doesn't really show here. So I had 550 in mind, but that's crazy. There, I just reconnected to the data. So anyway, let's go through the trades, but you can see, obviously, a terrible day. I only took 2 trades, but yeah, basically, yeah, let's just walk through the trades. For most of the action, most of the nice trending action today, I was in class. So I was over on campus and I wasn't here. And then when I came back, I took a trade. Maybe I shouldn't have, but I liked what I was seeing. And anyway, so the first trade that I took, obviously we had this spike into the open at 35, 36. That would have been a nice spot to take a short. I didn't do it. I was just like, I'll just be a little bit more patient, wait for the open, see kind of what happens. Right off the open, we got a big drop back into this 37.17, 37.15 area of support. That was support right here, support right here. So as we came into that again and kind of broke through, but then the 15-minute candle closed above that level, I decided to get long there and look for just a quick pop. I mean, best case scenario, back up into this 34.35, which I thought was quite possible. So just playing the level, and then it just broke and I stopped out under the low with a little bit of slippage. So I took, I think, about $100 loss on that trade. I did have an overnight trade, so like I'll show you this too. This also is factoring into the minus 500. So I guess I technically had 3 trades today, but check this out. I had a short trade here where I went short right here at around 37.65, and I literally got stopped out at the exact high of this entire session, at 37.72.75 or so, right there. I guess I should have had my stop a little higher. I don't know, guys. When it comes down to just a tick like that, there's not really much to say. It's like, it's just one of those things where if you keep putting your stop higher up, you got to draw the line in the sand somewhere. And I was looking at this little high right here, so I think I had my stop like a little bit above that. And, it ticked me out by 1 tick. And then we just went down, down, down into the depths. And so obviously that just started me off on the wrong foot today. Usually right off the opening bell, usually that initial range between here 35 and 15, a lot of times we kind of bounce once or twice in this area a little bit more off the open. And there's some good range play in here. But man, we just cracked right through, and then I got stopped out, and then I was like, all right. So at that point I was down 200 on the day, and then I went to my classes and came back, and we had this really hard bounce off of 60 here, starting to squeeze up for sure. But the market is tricky. This 90 pivot was a spot where we kind of failed before. So just trying to like play the levels, basically 60 up through 70 up to 90, getting short there, looking for a push back down into 75, maybe a retest of this pivot here. No, we just ripped right up. I would thought, well, I'll get out above 70 or above 700 even, because that was a level from earlier in the day too, and that's a clear level for sure. And we just ripped right through that. So I don't really know what to say today. I mean, I tried to play SR. I tried to play support and resistance. Usually it works. Usually it's good. A lot of times I'm kicking myself for spots like this where I'm like, I don't take it and it works, and it's like, yeah, obviously it worked. Playing the range works 90% of the time. I guess this was a little bit aggressive here at 90, but even just a little pullback, I probably would have been taking some profit. But we just didn't even get that. So we didn't even pull back into this 82 or into 75 or nothing like that. So yeah, I'm bummed today, man. I'm really bummed. Just from the overnight trade, getting ticked out by a tick here, trying to play support like double bottom. I think for a moment I was up 5 or 6 points on that, but obviously I'm looking for at least 27, 28 right here. We're not even hitting that. So we touched 25 and then reversed hard. I was here at my desk at 11:30. I was watching this candle came up to back test this 15 here as well. Both of these were spots where I was I guess too hesitant, and I should have taken the short, and and I didn't, and those would have been nice trades too. So I don't know, man. I got the short end of the stick on this one, and I mean at this point I'm basically in a spot right now where pretty soon I'm gonna have to reset this. There's a good argument to be maybe I should just reset right now, because then I can get back to the 25,000, and now I have to make the 1750 profit target, plus I'm red on the evaluation now. So like this is the problem, and at least it's good that I'm in the evaluation. But you can see here, this is a simulator. I put a trade on overnight and I don't even know what happened. Just ignore the 1500, but the TCP here, you can see net liquidation 24,560. So I'm like 500 in the red now on the TCP. So maybe I should just reset, but it's a good thing that I'm doing this and I'm doing this in a simulated environment, because it's good that I'm not taking these trades in my own account, I guess, for sure, because I don't know, guys. I think Monday I had a green day on Monday, but I've been red pretty much this entire week, every day this week. And up until this last trade here today, I was keeping losses fairly reasonable. Even here, I feel like I stopped out in a respectable, like I held my stop above 1700. I didn't do any nonsense there. I tried to, play the plan, but it all happened so fast right there at the close. I was really looking for a big dump rejection, honestly, but this was kind of that make or break pivot, and we just squeezed up right through. So these big downtrends, these big moves down, they do often end with kind of a big squeeze to the upside. So I can't say I'm surprised seeing it now, but anyway, man, yeah, I just I don't feel good. I don't know. I don't know. I'm lacking. I'm definitely lacking confidence. Obviously, these trades I'm putting on aren't working. So next week I'm gonna come back. If I don't have to reset, then I guess I'll continue with this. But at this point, I'm close to hitting that trailing drawdown as well. So I've given back over 1,000 now off the top. I was at 25,700 to start this week. Now I've lost over 1,000 off the top there. So at one point I was making slow and steady progress. That was a quick $300 I just lost on that trade. I don't know. I don't really know what to say. There's one thing I do want to share with you guys though, which is, over in TD Ameritrade, I did dabble into equities because I was watching futures with NinjaTrader, and it was kind of like, for a lot of the day there was a lot of choppiness in the morning, and I was like, well, I don't really see any entries. I don't really see, after I got stopped out of that second trade, that one, after I got stopped out here, I was kind of like waiting for the next opportunity. Again, shorting here at 15 would have been nice, but anyway, the point is I thought, all right, I'll look at some equities. So I did, and I did take a 300 share short. I shorted here on this candle coming up, kind of shorting at this level. I didn't really draw anything out. You don't really need the lines as long as you can just see it without that. But you got this pre-market or aftermarket resistance here. If you scroll back a little bit, you can see yesterday this was a bit of a level that we were playing around at. So kind of back testing that into this morning, failing, coming up again. I'm shorting here. And then taking profit as we kind of come down into these clusters here. So that was a nice exit, and then held another 100 shares, got half out of the last 100, and then another half out as we were squeezing back up. So you can see here up 440 in my personal account on equities. Like, is it really any surprise that after a day like today I'm just like ready to jump back into equities and leave futures behind? Because like, dude, this action is just, I don't know. It's I don't know. People told me like you can trade equities, you can trade futures. It's like so not true, and I can't explain why. But they're just such different beasts, and my confidence trading equities is way, I have way more confidence trading equities right now than I do trading futures. But something keeps. I don't know. I'm too stubborn to quit stuff. I don't like quitting. I've had glimpses of really good trades in futures. Really, everything started to go downhill this week once I missed that trade at night. That trade I missed on Tuesday, right here. This trade that missed me by 1.5 points on the short side right there, that was the beginning of, I don't think I had a single green trade after that. I missed this trade, and that was it. I had a really nice trade here to start the week. Pretty sure this is Monday, right? At 54, September 19th. Yeah, so this was Monday. I had an insane entry right here. Beautiful. I made a recap. That was fantastic. So it's trades like that make me think I can really do this, because like this is no coincidence. I wanted to get long here. I got my zone marked out. This was like perfect. And then here at 93 on Tuesday, I was like, I want to short right here. I was on stream. I was talking for literally hours. I watched all this action, took 0 trades, was super patient. I was shouting it out in the stream, saying I'm short in 95 all day long. Came up, missed me by 1.5 points, and ran 50 points to the downside. That was super frustrating. And then after that, just some really messed up, things happened after that. Right here, getting long in this general area, getting stopped out. I'm back long, something I don't typically do, right? If you take the L, you should probably just walk away. But again, getting long in that general area and then just generally unlucky. This was a trail stop that I got trailed out, and then we ripped up, 70 or 50 points or whatever. Just really unfortunate. Off the open here, coming back down into my zone, really like longs here. Got long, just a bad entry. This one I did kind of F up the entry on that. I should have been getting long 77, and I talked about this on stream and everything. And so yeah, some not great trading in here, but again, the general idea is there. And then this second trade was definitely not good. That was a mistake. Then here, terrible luck last night, taking that entry, getting stopped out by 1 tick. I mean, you just can't make this shit up, man. It's like, I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated. I feel like this week, I actually, looking back at that, yes, there were a couple trades in there that were not good. Yes, I agree. Maybe this trade is one of them here at the close here. That probably was not necessary. So, okay. I would say all in all, probably 3 bad trades all week that were really bad. Then multiple missed opportunities, multiple stop outs by like 1 or 2 ticks and then running. I mean, dude, it's like, I don't know. If every week's going to be like this, I'm just not about it. So definitely I want to try again next week. I'll either have to reset or we scrape our way back. My back's against the wall at this point. So I'm basically just going to go in next week, and I'm done being a passive trader. I'm going to be aggressive. When I see something I think is going to work, I'm going to just take it. And yeah, I'm still going to have the trade management. I'm still going to use the strategies. I'm not going to be reckless, but I'm going to try to be bold. I'm going to try to be aggressive, and because I have really nothing to lose. I'm basically about to reset anyway, so I gotta make some money or kick rocks and reset. Anyway, guys, all right, that's all I've got. I just wanted to recap kind of how my trading went today. The good news is all of this is simulator. So yeah, I lost $500 in the simulator today. None of it's real money, so I'm not trading my own account with futures. That's great. And I'm going to continue to not do that as long as stuff is not working out for me. But the good news is I traded equities in my own account today and made $400, over $400. So in terms of actual money making, I'm actually up 400, over 400 on the day today. So it's actually a green day in terms of cold hard cash, but it doesn't feel like one. And I care about this evaluation. I want to pass it. And, you know, this week was devastating. I mean, well, devastating is a hard word, but it really feels that way. I don't feel good about some of the action today. I know, you know, I don't ever like to say or hear people say that like the market's out to get them or anything. That's just a load of crap. It's not true. But on an emotional level, it does feel like that. It does feel like multiple spots here and there where in a different market, a trade like this would have worked really, really well. This is a very similar type trade right here as to the one I made on Monday where I was getting long at 54 right here. This is a very similar trade, right back into the zone, getting long and picking up nicely off of it. I guess it's a little bit different market that we've got. I mean, nothing is exactly the same. I'm not saying that this should have worked or anything, but I don't think you can blame me for taking a shot here at 15 where we bounced twice before. You know, just not a strong enough hold, and we cracked through it, and you know, it would have been nice to get in on the back test, but you know, I already talked about all this, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Hopefully you guys value these recaps and you know, and my transparency and putting it all out there. I'm really trying. It's hard to be, you know, a trader on YouTube, and for the last like 3 or 4 months I've really I've had nothing to show for the last 3 or 4 months trying to trade futures, and this feels like where I should be at. Feels like this is what I should be trading. Because this is literally the market. This is literally you're engaging with the market on a daily basis. This feels like a closer connection to the market than equities. But at the end of the day is like definitely my patience with futures is running out, and I know I'm going to get comments on this video telling me to go back to equities ASAP. You know, I can't really argue with that, but as long as I'm in a simulated environment, I'm going to keep doing this. But 1,000,000% I am not trading futures with real money. Not doing it until I establish, probably realistically, I'd like to see 2 or 3 months of consistency in an evaluation or simulated account. At that point, maybe I would dabble back with real money, but this is not working for me. So you know, I like the challenge. I like trying to make it work, but dude, I'm emotionally just spent from literally 3 or 4 months of posting videos, you know, like, you know, down, just losing constantly. It sucks. I'm tired of it, but that's what's happening. And I can't explain it. I really can't explain it. But I'm happy that I'm making this video right now, because I hope in a year from now I can look back at this and either say, oh, you finally got your shit together and you became profitable futures trader, or, you know, in a week or two you left it behind and you went back to equities. And I mean, I think about it, really was 2.5, 3 months it took me to make about 25 grand trading equities. My best stretch ever. And then for whatever reason I abandoned that for futures, where I gave back over half of that, you know, so fast. And it was how fast I gave it up that I didn't want to stop trading futures, because I thought, I lost this on futures, I want to make this back on futures. You know, I got to conquer this beast. I'm a stubborn person. I'm not just gonna drop this and go back to equities. That doesn't feel right. I feel like I got to make it back on futures, and then I can go back to equities. But from a just cold, realistic point of view, that doesn't make any sense. And whatever you can do when you wake up in the morning, and whatever probability, best probability you have to make money, that's what you should be doing. When you wake up, if you have, let's say you have a 60% chance of coming away green on the day when trading equities, and a 40% chance walking away green trading futures, you should be trading equities, just period. This, in some sense, this game is about making money, but this is a point I've wanted to bring up for a while, is that for 95% of traders, probably, it's all about making money. Why are we doing this? The bottom line is we're here to make money, right? Why else would we be doing this? But you know what? That's not all of the equation for me. It's not. I'm a student. Like, I started doing this really as a hobby. And I enjoyed doing it. And I enjoyed being good at it. And of course I want to make money. Of course. That's still a vast majority of the equation. But the other small piece of it is that I'm actually looking for fulfillment, and I actually am looking for something that I'm good at, that I can enjoy doing. I look at it as like it's work that I enjoy doing. It's something I enjoy doing. It's a puzzle that I can wake up and try to solve every morning, and I really enjoy that process. I enjoy trading for what it is. And it sounds so cliche and weird, but it's true. So in that sense, that's why I'm still trading futures, is because this is a puzzle that I just can't crack yet, and I'm not about to drop it. I don't know if anyone's gotten one of those like weird little like mechanical like a puzzle with like the rings or the little metal toy puzzles or a Rubik's Cube or whatever. Like, I don't just pick something up like that, try to figure it out for a bit, and then like whatever, I give up. Like, dude, I'll be looking at that forever trying to figure it out. I don't quit. If it's a puzzle I can't solve, but others can, then I know it can be done, and I'm just not there yet. This week was not, funny enough, it was not an emotional week for me, really. I stopped out where I needed to. All these trades, I'm stopping out where I mean, yes, here I'm getting ticked out, whatever, but the point is, I'm not letting trades go again. Like, I'm not having emotional problems this week. I'm having win rate problems. And so that's an issue I think I can fix. I would be a lot more concerned if it were emotional problems, but it's not. Anyway, I'm just ranting on and on and on, and this is honestly at this point embarrassing, but I'm gonna upload this. Hopefully, you guys appreciate it, but this is my reality right now. I hope I can come back to this video in 3 months and watch it and have a smile on my face, but right now I feel defeated. I don't feel good, but whatever. All right, I'm gonna enjoy the weekend, take my mind off trading for a bit. I'm gonna come back on Monday, and I'm gonna be starting to put my focus more on equities and kind of do the eval still, but like more on the side. Like, I'm gonna try to do both at once. A lot of the time spent here is just waiting, right? Waiting, and I can put a limit order out to get in and out at a specific spot, and just let it get hit with my strategy in place. Everything's kind of already set up, so I really do think I can kind of multitask the equities and the futures. I experimented with that today, and I think it went pretty well. So we'll see what I end up doing next week. I mean, technically, I guess I have not failed this eval yet. But if I do next week, which is very, very, very likely, then I'll just reset it and keep trying. I'll just keep trying. So all the people that are going to comment and tell me to go back to equities, just save it, bro. Just save it. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And, respectfully, you're probably right. And that's why I am going to go back to equities starting next week a little bit more. I took a trade today in equities. It worked really well. I trade in futures. It doesn't go well. So that's just black and white. Anyway, all right, I'm done with this video. I've said everything I need to say. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for sticking with me, and I'm sorry that you had to witness this embarrassing rant. All right, see you guys live on Monday morning.